The Poke presents The X Factor. XPloded!
3.5 hours. You could do London to New York on Concorde, or you could watch The X Factor and feel that warm bath feeling of your brain slowly turning into wallpaper paste and sliding out of your ears and eyes. Last week we were in the judges' houses, a fact which neither the editor, nor the Strand producer, nor the graphics designer, nor the series producer felt necessitated an apostrophe, but this week there's a big twist, punctuated by a big lighting cue. What's the twist? Oh, the twist is they're getting rid of some of the contestants. Unprecedented.
We have never done anything like this before.
You do it every week. The theme is Britain versus America, i.e. assorted pop songs with no particular unifying thread. There's a rumour that next week it's the song of Tony Basil. 2.5 hours of Hey Mickey. Well, you'd still watch it, wouldn't you? First to the slaughter with a totally nondescript pseudo-hard rock version of Billie Jean is Amelia Lilly, who declares this is all I've wanted to do, or more accurately, Daddy's wanted you to do. Still, it's nice all these dancers are getting some work. Louis, self-appointed botty licker for the series, gushes, I love the arrangement, I love the styling, I love the choreography. Shall we talk about the singing? No. Oh, and now we're flogging the track on iTunes every week, are we? And the Yo Valley advertising song. What next? Barbara Windsor saying every little helps for 79p. Any takers? You idiots. Anyway, meantime, here's Johnny, shouts Louis, and the PA next week at GAY is in the bag for Johnny, even though he is visibly shaking on no, no. And Gary remembers that he is the replacement Simon Cowell saying, I thought it was so disappointing tonight. You look like you're ready to go in the oven. And who doesn't like a good roasting? Certainly not Johnny, I suspect. He comes back saying, it costs a lot to look this cheap, Gary. Well done, sunshine. Rhythmics come on, and it's a bit sad. It's a wall of noise, especially the one who looks like a cross between the singer out of Return of the Jedi and the ending of Total Recall when they're on the surface of Mars and there isn't enough oxygen. The overall effect is similar to those packs of 8 assorted sponge scourers you can buy in cheap plasticware shops. You stand up for girls across the UK, but hang on, girls, clear the stage. Lock up your daughters, it's Frankie Cocozza. Yes, because everyone loves a cheeky little serial rapist, always with a twinkle in his eye. He's not a rapist, I just have a problem with that phrase. Frankie wants us to think he has got 7 girls' names tattooed on his bum, but he is a good performer. Please, throw him away. Can't you just imagine him in a bar in 40 years' time with that self-same haircut, asking girls if they want to be the 349th name tattooed on his now completely black bottom? And anyway, isn't that the haircut Bet Lynch had in Coronation Street? Sophie Habib comes on, enjoying her brief sabbatical from the pub before she gets chucked into the condemned meat skip out the back of ITV HQ. And can someone push her eyes a bit closer together? Thanks. I wonder if, it feels nice sitting on that piano. I wonder if that pianist is going to take her up the octave. I'm going to fall out with you if this girl isn't here next week. Okay, fair enough. But could we remove the coat hanger from the dress next week? Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you're singing in the X Factor and you better pay it more attention as soon as possible. John Joe is here to remind us all that we are just watching karaoke. I like him, but you can tell he's not used to wearing suits. Why is that? After a protracted debate about who chose the song, we move on, and 2 shoes come on and sing some song in a car, and one of them is pregnant, but no one can tell which. James Michael sings a dazzling new interpretation of She's Got a Ticket to Ride, and I'm going to assassinate Paul McCartney and harness him to a dynamo, so that while he spins in his grave it will generate enough electricity for me to be able to continuously taser James Michael for the next 50 years. Misha sings well, but always looks like she's holding a bit of rancid vol au vent in her mouth at a posh wedding. New vibe, beautiful people with ugly voices. Marcus Collins comes on and he's alright and a bit bland, so he might win with what's come to be known as the Brookstein effect. The Risk desperately tried to prove that, oh gosh, we're all best mates now, is it? Look, we put our arms around each other. We don't want to let Talisa down. Ah, yes, but some of you have already, is it? And on into hour 9 with Craig Colton, who actually sings in tune, so well done, Michael McManus. And what the flip was that Melinda Messenger health draw thing in the advert break? First out, a kidney. Kitty asks us, who wants to live forever? You obviously don't love, and neither do we at this rate. The whole thing is kind of like a Nuremberg fringe event. Louis tries to sound like Kelly Rowland, saying, when you get on that stage, you own it. That's right, girlfriend. Blink, blink, you went there. Blink, blink, you threw down. Blink, blink. Mum observes around about this point that apart from the Welsh woman, they all look like slags. Thanks for that, Mum. Just throwing that one in. Janet Devlin finally comes on. She's had over 2 hours of monumental pressure building just to see if we can actually make her explode on stage. When you get what you want, a shake hand, she. Shoop. super stuff, and on to the results. Oh, this is all so hard and you're all so brilliant, okay, but here's the ones we're chucking in the skip tonight. We're back next week as the cull continues. What a waste of time. I tell you what you should be doing. You should be looking at stuff like this online. Little kittens. Look at that. Look at that face. Hang on. Yeah, look at that. That's what you want? Little kitties. You'd rather watch that, wouldn't you? Okay, fine. That'll do.